Okay, time for some more brain rot. I want to talk about Lord of the Rings Risk. So, this is actually a game I haven't played for over 20 years. So I haven't played this game since it released at the same time as the Twin Towers. My friend in high school at the time, he had the game, and we played it quite a few times. And yeah, it's the first time I've actually played this in like 20 years. And he had a pretty fun time playing it. But it's much like whenever you're playing any sort of board game for the first time or after a long time, you're kind of learning the game again and seeing the types of things that you could do the next time around. You know, you're thinking like, oh, next time I play it, you know, maybe I want to focus on these parts or these parts to try and win. But this game's really fun. You know, if you like vanilla Risk and you just like that sort of general, you know, Euro game of making the territories and the alliances with other people playing and, you know, all those sorts of things. It has that and, you know, the standard Risk combat. But the cool thing that it has on top of this is obviously the Lord of the Rings flavor, which, you know, if you like the theme, that's really enjoyable. All the different lands and the armies and whatever. So that's pretty cool, having the different map that's modeled after Middle-earth during the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And it also has the addition of these adventure cards here. So there's various different buffs that happen in the game. You've got a leader, which you can take with you and move with your army. It gives you a buff. And there are strongholds as well. So certain areas on the map, which if you have an army, defending army there, they add a buff to the defense. So the die rolls. So they add a little bit of extra sort of tactic to the different positions to be aware of. They also, you know, have these, I forget the name of them, but sort of these points of interest. And if you're able to take those with the, you're able to claim those with your leader, you draw these adventure cards which have immediate effects, or they have missions for you to secretly complete, and then you get bonuses for them, like extra troops, or punishments to other players, or an extra leader so you can start dominating in more different directions. So it adds this really cool flavor to it. And at the end of the game, you're either, you know, going to win, you know, from accumulation of different territories you have. You get bonuses for which one you have, which have strongholds, and you get bonuses for any completed missions on adventure cards. Like they may offer, you know, 2 points or 1 point or whatever. So little different things to kind of focus on in the overall meta game to point you in different directions as well. So it's pretty damn cool. On top of that, the game operates a little bit shorter, or potentially shorter, than standard Risk, because you also have a track of the Fellowship and the Ring following its way to Mount Doom. And when it gets there, the game ends, and the ring's destroyed, and you count up, you know, the accumulation of the points from the, you know, completed missions on the adventure cards, the strongholds, and just general territories being held. So it adds a little bit of a pressure to keep things going, which is really cool, because then the game's not dragging on too long, and also it gives you sort of like this imperative to like, oh, I've got to go. Now that ring isn't just gonna like, it doesn't determine like, oh, the game's gonna end in this many turns, because there's points where for the ring to progress, you know, certain die rolls have to be satisfied, or there can be status effects which come from the adventure cards which affect how the ring is moving or whatever. So it adds a little bit of that variety, you know, which comes with games like this when it relies on die rolls for combat and the ring progression and defense and a few other things. But overall, it was really cool to get back into this game. I'm eager to play again because, as I was saying, very much when you're learning a game or playing a game for the first time in a long time, you sort of say, hey, next time I play it, I position things differently. But it's got me keen to not only play this Risk again, but maybe even get some, you know, vanilla Risk, or I've heard Star Wars Risk is pretty cool, the original trilogy and the clone version, and of course Risk Legacy. Now, the Legacy games are really, really fun, where it's like every time that you play the Legacy game, things change. So you might play with the same group over time, and they sort of develop. And I've played that for Pandemic, and it was really cool. And I'm pretty sure there's a Risk Legacy as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get a bit back more into board games. Like a year ago, I was playing a lot. Recently, I've been playing a few games, and it's just an exciting way, social way. Get a few people together, you have some food, you talk, put on some music. Here you can put on Lord of the Rings music or whatever and play the game. But it's pretty fun. I'm curious, do you guys play any sort of video games? Not video games, board games, sorry. Any I should check out, because board games, card games, TCGs, getting back into that stuff again. Magic the Gathering, the whole Commander thing, really fun way to play quick games, so kind of interested in that. But if you've got any recommendations for board games that you've been playing, let me know, because I'm keen to get back into them. Drop a comment, subscribe. We're on the quest to 10 subscribers. Woo! And also link to the Telegram chat below. So just a short one to kind of give my impressions on this game, and guess what? You guys know what I've been up to. Peace out.